Fireflies. Wolf CDY looking like he's going to drop near 2 other players almost immediately. He really needs to get that ultimate online as soon as possible and look to take those isolated 1v1s. Wolves over here already off to it. He's got that ult under his belt. He also has a long sword as well. Typically very good weapon, as well as the fan for Tarka. So going to be interesting to see when he pressures to take the fight. He's going to get some armor under his belt here and immediately looks to turn and pressure onto some of these other players. Decides to back away, maybe do a little bit more looting before he gets ahead of himself here. But Star, no armor is going to be too juicy of a target for him. No other players nearby as well. This is the isolated fight he wants to take. He's able to get away from the F with his own F. Follow into the uppercut, but JDG's verse going to show up. He cleans up the elimination. Doesn't even have to pop the ultimate now. He can take this fight with verse with the ultimate. There we go. The katana into the uppercut. I don't think there's anything verse can do. He's just going to eat the full infinite here, ladies and gentlemen. Wolf CDY going to be off to a rip with 2 eliminations.
Unbelievable. What a way to start for CDY to get 2 eliminations and an absolute juggle to set the standard and says, what's up? That's absolutely diabolical here, and I'm excited to see how he ends up all the way towards the end here. Oh, wait, it looks like Mike ends up actually stealing that elimination away from him here with that final strike with the blue focus from that katana here. It looks like both are going to be able to capture up here. Nice little slam to be able to capture him. He almost catches him with the juggle. Nice hits coming there. Almost dodges it, but it looks like Shaw's going to be able to come through and steal the elimination away from Mike. And now it's right back towards it. Back on them. Both of them looking at each other, ready to absolutely fight this out. Mike doesn't really have any shield, though. Decides to maybe back off this, though. It definitely has that momentum from the ulti. But Shaw wants that beef. He wants that battle. He wants that Mongoli. Mongolian beef is really good. I'm just saying. It's really good meat. Anyway. Definitely doesn't want to give him that opportunity here to really come through with that stretch. Oh, nice hits coming through from it. It looks like Mike actually ends up getting juggled here. This is not looking good. Shaw trying to get the finish. He wants to finish him off all the way here. Nice stun. Trying to see if maybe he can connect it. Finds a gray shield. He's lucky to find another gray shield here. Trying to see if maybe he can still rush out of this. It looks like he's able to here. Trying to see if maybe he can connect it. Nice strikes to be able to capture it. Question is it going to be enough to really flush this out? Oh, beautiful right click. Is Mike going to be able to absolutely shut this down? There's no way, right? Okay. Oh.
You know, you say lucky on Mike finding that gray shield swap, but it's so UG's Mike. He always has an extra shield in the back pocket. He knows where it is. Speaking of luck, we're going to cut back over to Wolves CDY going head to head here with Alliance's Frost of his Wolves does have that ult in the back pocket here. This is a pretty difficult matchup, though. That V, though, yeah, it's going to do so much damage. Super unfortunate there for Wolves. He did pop the ultimate as well, I do believe, so he's going to have to come back with no ultimate there off of the resurrection. And Alliance Frostov is going to find his second elimination here, but crucially, plenty of time till those Realms of Yang come forward. So Wolf CDY with 2 eliminations prior him losing his resurrection, off to a good start. He's going to have plenty of time to get some gear back under his belt and potentially head into that Realm of Yang and look for a little bit more momentum, which is what you really need to do on Tarka. Any chance you get to take an isolated 1v1 on Tarka, you want to take it, which means you're looking to take every single Realm of Yang you can get your hands on as we take over to OUG's Mike here, deciding to break away. Doesn't really want to take the engagement there. Is going to come through, dropping a couple of pots there, looking to make a little bit of space in his bag. He wants that 4-6 combo there on the health to shield pot ratio. XCG's Wang Liang breaking away here up into Shipwreck, looking to see if there's any of that legendary loot typically up here. Doesn't look like he's going to see it up here, but they're probably going to be one top side. He also going to look for the Soul Jades. It's only that first zone that tick damage, not really a problem for these players. They've got plenty of pots in the back pocket as well, because when you drop this early, there's still tons of loot available on the map. Taking a look over at Verse, our winner from our last game here. Not off to too much of a blaze here. On white armor, unfortunately, only a blue pole sword, no eliminations to his name. Not really in a position to look to head in and take one of those Realms of Yang unless he can get some more loot under his belt, and fairly quickly. Now, cutting back over to the rematch between Wolf CDY and Alliance's Frostivus. CDY risking it all here to take the run back onto Frostivus. He does have that ult back online. He's trying to get a pot off here. Frostivus is going to come in and find some damage there. CDY really trying to make it happen here, but the parry from Frostivus immediately puts him way ahead into this fight. CDY getting juggled yet again into the weapon swap. Oh my god, it's a worst case scenario. We get the salty run back from CDY, and he throws it all away as Frostivus finds his second elimination onto him, his third elimination of the game.
That's tough, man. It gets a little bit greedy there, and obviously that becomes the demise. Sometimes you definitely have to realize that it's not that worth it in those situations here, and obviously, sadly, Wolves CDY, our only Tarka of that, absolutely pays the price a little bit too early into this game. Maybe he might come back and absolutely decimate. He definitely had the confidence coming into it. It started with those 2 eliminations, but that's the real risk when it comes to it. And when that confidence really becomes, it becomes confidence, switches to cocky. And sometimes that can really become the detriment to how your game actually goes, and sometimes how the rest of the night goes, depending on how the gameplay is. So let's hope that he's able to come back and keep that same positive mentality to continue on for the rest of the games here, because he still has at least minimum 3 more games, potentially 5, depending on how these next games go and the amount of points that some of these top players are going to accumulate.
Yeah, as we are, the Realm of Yang getting ready to come through, and this is so unfortunate. CDY didn't even make it to Realm of Yang, which was crucial for him. I still can't believe he runs it back into Frostivus. You lose that fight when you had better gear beforehand, and then you just run it back to take the fight at a disadvantage. Like, you have your ultimate, but I just would have taken it to Realm of Yang. At least if you lose inside Realm of Yang, you do still have that safety net. You get that Yang depletion. You have the potential to get back in the game. You get the guaranteed 1v1. I'm not sure what CDY was thinking there. I think there was a little bit of rage coming in from CDY there, making some decisions he probably shouldn't have. As we do get ready to head into that Realm of Yang, Spider, Mike, Wang Liang, all potentially trying to lock in this Realm of Yang. That F available on Mike, probably, no, not going to use these. He just manages to slide in. It's going to be OUG's Mike versus KLA's T25, XCG versus WBG, and Alliance versus DRG. Take it away, Dobby.
Absolutely airborne as we're going to go out there towards the stretch. Mike trying to see if maybe he can capture some nice hits still coming through. Oh, right in the front, right next to him here, says hello, how you doing? Tries to go for the dodge here. Nice strikes, is gonna be able to capture it and carry it here. T225 trying to work towards it on the defense here, making sure that maybe he can try to get some hits there with it. Nice movement coming through there. The speed coming in from Mike is absolutely phenomenal. Maybe even a little bit dangerous. Also misses up, and he also has the opportunity here as he ends up actually catching him with the strike here. Beautiful defense. Oh my goodness, the amount of aggression coming through here. He's going so fast. AOW, OUG's Mike absolutely being detriment. That is what we call a mauling. That is what we call getting cornered in the tiger exhibit at the zoo and capturing a finish live on camera.
Absolutely insane, man. Mike just in top form like always. And I mean, Mike's been in top form all season. No real surprises there, but that was just a textbook play on how to avoid, you know, those Tessa ults and able to iframe them, especially while in Aka's ult. You've got a little bit of that extra movement. You've got those gold frames on that leap as well, but immediately getting turned onto by JJH's Star here, trying to go for a grapple infinite there, not able to make it happen, looking to lock it in. Mike gonna come through there with the trigger, push that honk sword to the side as JDG's verse shows up now, and both players turning on to Star. Mike able to get the reset as well, looking to go wide here. He wants to allow Verse to put in some of that work and do what Mike does best and come in and clean up that third-party elimination, but Spider shows up and somebody else as well. It is like a 5-man train here on the chase for Verse. Verse able to break a couple of ankles here. I don't think anybody knows where he's gone. There he is. He comes back topside. Mike sees where he's headed now, but doesn't want to pressure in. Spider down below. JJH's Star hidden as well, looking to just break away from all of this craziness as we get ready to head into Zone 3 in the next minute. We have 9 players left remaining alive. Spider here needs to find an elimination, needs to find himself a Soul Bloom to get back in the game, as well as Frostivus and KLA's T225. T225, little on the back foot here, hasn't respawned yet, I do believe, looking for a good opportunity to come in. Wang Liang, Mike trading blows here. Mike with the uppercut. Wang Liang gonna initiate the ult there to armor through that, but he's taking so much damage. Double Tesla ults coming through. Wang just locked down here and is gonna disappear to OUG's Mike. Spider tries to come in and get the bloom, but doesn't lock it down. It looks like Mike was able to get it all of these players locking it down, but Mike now on the back foot, ult invested here, so low on HP, is able to land that V2, able to get a little bit of damage out of it, trying to come in there onto Fong, but oh my goodness, the Dragon's Rush slides in and cleans it up off of Mike. Mike, thankfully, with the Vermilion Birds, Mike will still be in this game, but it's not the situation he wanted to be in. WBG Spider, 2 minutes and 22 seconds on the clock. He's got to find a way to get a soul boom for himself. As we cut over to Alliance's Frostivus and JDG's Verse looking to clean up some eliminations here, but Frostivus keeping the pressure on as the third party looks to come through from Wang Liang and another player as well. I do believe it's going to be DRG's Fong, and Frostivus, the one with the Yang depletion here. 2 minutes on the clock, gets a huge F to open up here onto DRG Fong, but Frostivus got to be very careful. He's going to eat the ultimate here, trying to clear it away with the ult activation. Doesn't give him enough space to, though, so he's going to be on the receiving end of some huge damage to the Dragon's Rush. There's nothing he can do to get out of it, but it's JDG's Verse who cleans it up. He finds a parry with the re-follow-up. Verse, though, has the ult activation to get away from the Neshes, and now the pressure is on Fong. Fong with one ult charge left. They look for an opportunity to get in. I do believe that was explosive armor that just procs on DRG's Fong, but even that's not going to save him as Verse cleans it up and goes to 3 eliminations.
Verse, with the amount of aggression that's happening so far, is a completely different amount of verses. He won one game and now all of a sudden he playing like he been playing like this. Excuse me, Verse, where you been at, huh? This is the type of energy I've been trying to see since last season. Excuse me? Wait, what, huh? Hold on now. He's coming in with some confidence like, yeah, I've been doing this. What's up? Spider ends up body checking T225 here, ends up catching elimination here. Earlier when you saw that amount of people and absolutely scattering, like way before you saw that elimination, it reminded me of Recess for some reason. So many people were just like in the middle of the fight, and there was just a bunch of scattered. Maybe it's just because I'm from the hood. I don't know. Anyway, back towards it here is WBG Spider just trying to see if he can not get capitalized on this situation here. Oh my goodness, he was able to read that so well here. It's not looking good here as Spider ends up trying to not get caught up. Nice stun, trying to see if maybe he can continue that, but it's not going to be enough here as he ends up going through it. Oh wow, he might be able to catch Verse inside of this stun, but it's not going to be able to actually capitalize on here, knowing how low he actually is here. And Spider's going to try to see if he can retreat off this as fast and as far as humanly possible here. Spider able to get absolutely far and is able to do a getaway here.
He's just trying to keep somebody from picking up an elimination on him. Unfortunately, he's got 10 seconds left on that Yang depletion. He just needs to avoid range shots for the next 6 seconds so nobody can get it from him. He's just going to go straight into the zone. No surprises here. He knows there's nothing he can do. There it is. He's just going to go down to the depletion. Nobody gets the elimination. It's the best possible scenario for him, given he had 10 seconds left remaining there. Arano going to loot the body a little bit, though, and now needs to play careful on how he's going to get back into the zone because a couple other players were definitely chasing Mike. Looking to head back into the realm of Yang. No surprise here. He's on that Akko's pick that he loves so much. Will make it in. Going to be heading head-to-head here with his old nemesis, DRG's Fong. We're going to see JDG's Verse and JJH's Star in the other realm of Yang. Mike here on the nunchucks, not quite to his ultimate, but he's 85%, more than enough to head into the realm of Yang here and look to take the fight. He's looking for those pistol shots to find an intro into this fight. Not going to find him. Going to go for the grapple, looking for any amount of damage to come through. The F comes through. He will find the parry, though, onto Fong. Fong immediately is going to shield all of his shields completely wiped away. Mike playing this very well, using the tech chase there on the nunchucks as well to get some follow-up damage. Fong with a huge scale rush into it, though. The F going to be invested by Mike. Not going to find too much value there, though, as he continues to keep the pressure up. Fong just trying to play keep away at this point. Mike onto the staff, will scale rush up into the ultimate here from DRG's Fong. He just needs to create some pressure here. The stun going to come through, going to allow Fong get a little bit of a reset here. Mike still with the ultimate in the back pocket. Huge parry. Will go in for the weapon swap, says I don't even care about the damage at this point. He thinks he's got it clutched up. He's still holding on to the ult. 25 seconds left remaining here. He will find some more damage there off the step. Mike just trying to style on him, says I'm not even going to use the ultimate, ladies and gentlemen, as he comes out on top inside the realm of Yang. It looks like JDG's Verse also going to win his realm of Yang. That means Verse goes to 5, Mike goes to 4.
You saw Mike with that face. He said, yeah, I'm that guy. I'm him. I'm really him. I thought you knew. Kind of insane here. It looks like Verse is absolutely playing his mind off here. I would love to see that elimination into the realm of Yang, which we most likely will see here. I'm very interested to see what was going on with that one here. And Fang luckily has a close space here to be able to go for the resurrection here, and he does have that second chance for that opportunity here. He has that timing, though, to be able to do a lot of different things here. And let's see if he will be able to absolutely monetize on that situation here. Zorano trying to see if they can work towards it as well here. Able to egg it on as best as possible here as Mike decides he's going to be able to push out of that. It looks like Mike is going to try to see if maybe he can push onwards towards Orano here. Looks like he's able to capture the grapple towards it. Nice slam, trying to see if maybe he can connect towards it. Oh, ends up getting sent all the way back here. Gets sent flying like, see you later. You are expressway number 1. Good luck, buddy. Not going to be able to catch me. It looks like Mike. I'm not going to lie to you. So just hear me out real quick. Why does it look like when he ulties Akos? Why does it look like when Akos is ult? It looks like you see Tiger Eye.
Because he's
like,
got the tiger
you see a
around
flash of Tiger Eyes. Am I crazy?
No, you're not crazy at all. He gets that aura around him. He gets a tiger aura. He's bringing it heavier. Mike, though, still on the run.
Have you seen it? When he ulties?
I have seen it.
Okay.
Yes.
I was like, am I crazy? Am I seeing stuff? I was like, wait, I remember that. And I've been maining Akos a little bit too.
Akos trying to break away here. It looks like he is able to mostly get away. Star still pressuring, but he's got the full reset now. The problem is they know he's down ultimate, so the pressure probably still going to be applied by these players. Fong on the backside here, looking to stop, do a little bit of shopping. Fong, 2 minutes left remaining on Yang depletion, as well as JJH's Star. Both of them need to find a soul bloom here. Unfortunately, there's only 5 players left in the lobby here. Not going to be a lot of opportunities for them to force a situation where they can get a player low enough to try to get their hands on one of those soul blooms. They've got to wait for something to break out or really take the risk and look to force it, even if it's not optimal for him here. As we're going to see OG's Mike trying to come in here onto Star, looking to create some chaos. Star, though, just going to very quickly break away, wants nothing to do with it. The no ult zone popped just north of the location here means these players probably going to stay right where they are with the buildings trying to break some ankles. Fong, though, getting uppercut here by JJH's Star. Fong in a bad situation, will turn back around, is able to land the ultimate. We are going to see Star get caught out here, though, not going to be able to break up and cleanse themselves from the ult. But now turning back on to Fong here. Fong really in a bad way, but Star has to keep this pressure up. He has to get this elimination. He will get the elimination. Does he get the soul bloom? Yes, he does. Star sends Fong out of the lobby, cleanses himself of the Yang, and that's both the Yangs gone now. Star up to 1 elimination. It's Mike and Verse sitting in first place right now with 4 eliminations apiece. JJH's Star on 1. EWG's Arano with 2.
Absolutely insane here. Let's see if they can still keep that same momentum going on here, as well as Mike. We're just trying to see if we can get a musket shot here. Not able to connect anything, though, towards this one. Unfortunate. Looks like JDG is trying to see if maybe they work towards that as well here. Doesn't want to get caught up here, so he's just taking his time here. Doesn't really want to force a whole lot here, as he's just playing it to the best of his abilities here. Let's see if he's going to be able to rotate this around here. As JDG's Verse just trying to see if he can find that angle. Maybe that opportunity towards it. Ooh, it looks like he's almost able to, though, as he ends up actually getting caught. It looks like they ran into each other. That looked like an accident for a split second here. I don't think that was necessarily intentional in towards that space here. Let's see if they really can be able to conjure up towards that, though. Could be a little bit more hectic, though. We'd love to see that momentum start to come in for some of these areas here. Looks like Verse trying to see if maybe he can get some impact, though, from maybe one of those cannons towards this, trying to see if they can find anything. It looks like Star ends up getting caught by Verse inside of this, though. A lot of aggression coming in from some of these Akos players here. This would have been so special to watch for CDY here if he was still alive into this game. Sadly, he got out of really, really, really early into this game here, and definitely something you don't want to see. Let's see.
Star in a bad situation here. No armor, trying to find a reset. All these players looking to capitalize on it. A little bit of luck here, though, as Arano goes really low. Mike turning the target here onto Arano. We kind of have 2 1v1s breaking out. Saskatchewan Sky Pillar coming in onto Mike, though. Absolutely huge. Just put this man in the blender. He's going to be forced to pop the ultimate. We've got 3 players extremely low in the lobby. The pressure coming in on Mike. We did see the grapple come in, but they canceled it out here. Star versus all of them might find the reset they're looking for. No, Star now the target yet again as Mike comes in, lands that ult charge onto Star. Star going back up the stairs here looking for the reset. Verse going to break away. He wants to find the full reset for himself as well. Mike, though, in a little bit of trouble there. He was forced to use that ultimate there. So what's he going to do? Really smart decision making here. He immediately moves over to where this no ult zone is, and he wants to hold it here till he can get that ult charge back. Verse in here. Star with that ult going right now is going to be down very soon. So he looks to move towards the no ult zone as well. Wants to get that ultimate back up online as soon as possible and deny these other players the opportunity to maximize their ult onto them here inside the no ult zone. So we're going to see both the Star and our boy Mike just looking to play around this no ult zone here on the edge of the zone. Rano inside just mixing it up. We're going to see cannon shots coming out. Star making the most of that cannon like he always does here in the late game. Going to press out of the no ult zone and immediately back into it. Verse going to land that F there. Star, though, more than happy to just break away and continue to play right here. He's using those buttery rocks to get those scale rushes off, keep the game alive. OUG's Mike in trouble yet again. Topside potting up, though. The rest of the lobby not paying attention to him here. It looks like he's going to get the full reset. JJH's Star looking to break out a little bit here with the cannon, but continuing to play around the edge of this no ult zone. He knows how dangerous of a situation this is for himself. Mike here looking to come in, potentially get the reset there on that musket and start taking some of those musket shots in. Arano going to lose most of his armor. Star going to lose most of his as well. The target constantly shifting here. Arano looking to come in now, turn the pressure on to Star. Star going to back away. The zone pressing in. This no ult zone going to be swallowed up by the zone. Star and OUG's Mike going to lose their banner of safety here. Just a little smidge of it left remaining, but the no ult zone going to go down very quickly here as everybody continues to trade blows. JJH's verse on the nunchucks, just pressuring Star against the wall as much as possible. Gonna break away, gonna find himself a little bit of fruit for the buff there as well. Star, Mike, able to get those full resets, both of them very close to having their ult back as the Zone 5 final Bane's Breath comes through. These players going to separate as we see Verse taking a risk here right on the edge of the Bane, and the risk going to come down. I don't know what Verse is thinking, just chilling here on top of this. I know he wants some extra goodies for himself, but that Bane hurt a lot coming in here. He is able to find the fresh purple armor swap. Doesn't look like he gets anything else out of that stack, so realistically he just loses a couple of armor pots there because he armors back up and then takes the fresh armor swap anyway. Oh my goodness, I'm not sure what he was thinking inside of that. Mike, though, looking to come up, see if there's anything there for him as well. Going to take the risk, but he doesn't have to stand here very long. He's able to avoid that first Bane drop. Is going to find a couple of things that he really wants for his back pocket here. The Bane is going to come to an end. Mike more than happy about that turn of events. Going to leave a legendary spear there. I'm assuming he just doesn't want anybody else to have it. He's going to look for the zone to swallow that up as he, I do believe, picked up a purple musket. So he's got an extra musket in the back pocket that he doesn't have to reload here. Verse coming in, though, here. Not sure if he was able to find that legendary spear or not. He does have hold of a legendary pole sword right now. JJH's Star on the backside. Valiant challenge picked up by EWG. As we get ready to head in, this is going to be Zone 6 that's collapsed onto right now. 4 players left remaining alive. I do believe everybody has access to their ultimate.
Meanwhile, Arano just trying to see not if he ends up getting caught. Oh my goodness. Absolutely dodging every single shot coming in from Verse here. Just trying not to get hit, though. Looks like the Star and Arano ends up actually clashing on the edge of the cliff here. Arano just trying to run in a weird position here. Loses out on some of his shield here. Mike ends up actually getting bullied into the corner as well here. Forces Mike to actually be able to separate as well from this. Arano caught and trapped on the inside here. Definitely does not want to get caught any longer. Pops the ult. He decides to go into the defense mode here. Goes into protection. I call it witness protection. Meanwhile, trying to see if they can keep that same momentum off the way. And it looks like he's still going to be able to keep himself alive a little while longer here as everybody all the way around is just fighting this out. And Arano was like, please just don't look in here. Please just don't look in here. Please just don't look in here. And he's going to try to see if maybe he can run towards this as well here. Fighting this out with Verse. Verse wants some of that beef, though. It looks like they definitely fighting like there's a problem. And it looks like Verse going to take his time here towards this, trying to jump around here. It looks like we're going to go for the heal up here. Could have that opportunity, though, for the nice takedown here as JDG's burst. Able to get that nice snag towards it. Nice finish towards that. Is able to finish it off and get exactly what they need to towards this one.
Burst playing this so smart. He's forced into his ult, takes the armor swap, knows there's going to be a legendary armor over the edge, threatens them off the body, utilizes the ult to create a gap to heal that up. As soon as he gets pressured, he has the ult, so he can just throw the charge, get even more heal out of it, is able to basically take a full reset here, as well as get resources off the body that he needs. And he just continues to let these other two players pressure each other while he continues to build that rage back up. JDG's verse, very, very hungry here. This is a huge change in playstyle for him. He had a very good week for himself. He came in at second place here, and he wants to capitalize on that as much as possible. He wants to walk away the champion here in this last bi-weekly final of the season. Verse trying to turn it onto Arano. Arano doing a ton of damage, though. Verse going extremely low now. They know he's vulnerable. He knows he doesn't have that ultimate just quite yet. Arano really trying to keep the pressure up. Arano without ultimate either. We're going to see Verse come in for the hot swap onto the white armor here, but Arano going to come in and clean most of that up very quickly. The F2 invested immediately off Arano. The uppercut from the dagger from Mike into the assassin's lunge into the re-juggle here. Oh my goodness. Arano getting blitzed. He thought he had control of this situation. He thought he had flipped things on Verse, but Verse might just be able to clean up the elimination onto Arano now. He's so low, and Verse just trying to keep the attention away from him. Arano going to find the armor swap, but Mike hungry for it. Arano in the ultimate, just looking to turn things on to Verse as much as possible. Verse going to lose a ton of armor here, and now Mike might look to change that target acquisition. We are going to see Verse get sent flying. He is going to be able to break away from it. He's looking to go for the reset there. He's got that purple armor with a little bit of a tick. He's going to find, no, he doesn't find the pot. Arano comes in. Verse in a really sour situation here, needs to make the most of it. If I'm Verse, I'm trying to turn onto Arano here. The ult going to be activated immediately here. Verse playing it so smart. He needs to try to snag this kill away. The assassin's lunge comes in. Who's going to pick it up? It's going to be OUG's Mike, but Mike gets sent huge into the zone. That ult going to get a little bit of healing there for Verse. Mike taking so much zone tick damage. Both of them just trying to play around the ult. Mike gets sent again by the F. Oh my goodness. Verse is playing this so smart. Mike doesn't land it. Verse finds it again. Verse goes to 6 in a first place finish. My man just controlled the entirety of this final circle, comes out on top. That was textbook Naraka.